You know, when you go traveling and you always make sure that you have travel insurance, but you never expect anything to happen to you. So I'm gonna tell you a little story now about me ending up in hospital in the Philippines. As a karma, I see it as a karma. My friend got sick, he took some paracetamol, it was good. So the next day we were gonna go to Siquijor, and I woke up not feeling good, but I was like, okay, I'm gonna take a paracetamol, probably gonna be fine. Took a bus, then 2 ferries, then a tricycle, and I was like dead. I was so dead. I was full of fever, did not feel good at all. So I was in bed for 4 days with high fever, did not want to move. My throat was bad. When I was coughing, it felt like my entire intestines were like burning up. So I went to the hospital in Siquijor, and they took so good care of me. It was very, very nice. They took my blood tests, they checked my pulse and all of that, even took an x-ray of my chest. And yeah, it turns out I have pneumonia. So good thing I went to the doctors. They gave me antibiotics and some other things, and I actually felt better the next day, which was really good. But I didn't see anything on Siquijor. One of the days when I was sick, we even tried to go sightseeing, because I was like, okay, I feel a little bit better, let's just go. But then we went to the Bantayan tree, the enchanted one, 400 years old or something. And it was beautiful, yeah, it was sure. But I was so bad, I was like so ready to faint. So I went back to the hotel. My friend, he went sightseeing because he felt better. And a few days later, we took the ferry to Bohol. And my friend, got sick again, so we went to the hospital again, and I got more antibiotics because they didn't give me enough, and I started feeling that. Now we're on antibiotics, and we did actually, one day we felt better in Bohol. We actually rented a tricycle for a few hours, and they took us sightseeing. Finally made it to the chocolate hills here in Bohol. Just have to walk up a staircase first to see the entire view. Gosh, thinking about this for such a long time, so being here is kind of surreal.
Of me, people fight for survival. I'm chasing tails, I'm surrounded, can't stop for a second to breathe. My thoughts are flowing like water.
So when we felt better, we took the ferry from Bohol to Cebu because we needed to extend our visas. We decided over a week ago that we wanted to extend our visa and explore more, and yeah, now I have a travel buddy, by the way, as you may have understood. And we went to Cebu, got our visa extended. We thought it was gonna take like hours and hours, but I guess because it's still like COVID times, it actually took like 1 hour. So we were like, okay, let's go. We have booked like 2 nights in Cebu because we thought it was gonna be so long like waiting time, but it wasn't. So we were like, okay, we're going. So We took a bus up north in Cebu and we are now on a beautiful island and we feel so much better, ready to chill on the beach, go explore, and it's so nice to not feel super sick anymore.
I've never known a love so steady. Even gold won't turn your tide. We flow together like an ocean, every low and every high. And I would have you anyway, dear, any way your heart could bear. Even if you had to leave me, I'd always be waiting here. Even when we are apart, I will keep you in my heart, and I wouldn't.
After a day of chilling on the beach and renting a few bikes just to go around the island and see what it has to offer, the night came, and the next day we rented a boat and we went to Virgin Island, which is one of the activities you do when you go to Bantayan Island. So you have to open up your wallet to actually do this, because there's a few environmental fees you have to pay. You also have to pay for the boat, of course, and to enter the island we also paid for a few chairs and a roof so we can hide from the sun. But it's a beautiful place and the snorkeling is nice.
Today we traveled from the Bantayan Island to Malapascua, so the journey is about 4 hours including waiting time. First you have to take a ferry, and the ferry ports here are quite interesting because first you have to go to a ticket counter, get your tickets. Then you have to go to a new counter to get your seating number, which you sometimes have to pay for. Then you have to go to the third counter for a terminal fee, and in Bantayan Island you have to pay 2 terminal fees, which makes no sense. And then you have to go to a fourth counter to check in your luggage, which you also have to pay for. This is very Philippine specific. Yeah, we took the ferry. It takes about an hour to go over to the ferry port Hagaynaya, I think. I'm not sure on that word. And from there you can take the bus. So when you arrive in Hagaynaya, you there's gonna be a lot of like tricycles and taxis. Even the buses that goes to Cebu are like, oh, there are no buses to Maya, you have to pay for tricycle and stuff like that. That's a lie. We were like, okay, we're just gonna wait here for 10 minutes, see what happens. And what happened was that bus to Maya came. So you take the bus to Maya, which takes an hour and a half. This is beautiful. It's like you can hardly breathe. Go to Maya port and then you take a boat over to Malapascua. So the boat over to Malapascua is normally, we assume that would be a ferry or something, but it is like boat. We have to be a group of people, so sometimes you have to wait a bit to be enough people to go. Sometimes you have to pay more because there's not enough people and stuff like that. So it doesn't seem to be a set schedule, but that is just how you come over here, because there are no cars here, no tricycles. There are of course motorcycles. The Filipinos love their motorcycles. But yeah, that's how you come to Malapascua. There are many places you can stay here. There are many resorts, many hotels. We chose to stay at Angelina's Beach Hotel. I think they only have a few rooms, but it is on top of the Angelina restaurant, which is the best restaurant on the island. We tried a few restaurants and this is the best. This is a beautiful place and there's so much to do here. And tomorrow is our first real day here and we're gonna go and do something very fun. It's our second day here in Malapascua and we are heading out to explore the island by boat. Down and see the shipwreck. It's a Japanese shipwreck from 1942 apparently. Maybe we can see it, but it's a diving spot, so let's go. Oh, you can see it. Okay, let's get some. I don't see very often. Yeah, we have over here. Yeah. Although this is a diving site, you really see a lot from above and it looks super tiny when you start looking. But then you just look to the left and to the right and you're like, oh, this is big.
Was a ship that put to sea, and the name of that ship was the Billy O.T. The winds blew harder, bowed it down, blow me bully boys blow. Soon may the weatherman come to bring us.
Our third stop is the North Beach, and here we're gonna chill and eat a little. I don't know if we can snorkel maybe, but it's nice to just relax a little. And look at some fishes. It's a new day and it's a new boat because we're on an island, so we're gonna have to go and do some island hopping. We're going to the island of Kalangaman, which is the white sandbar that appears when it's low tide, and it's supposed to be really good for snorkeling and for just hanging out. So that's what we're doing today. It's a big group instead of just the two of us like yesterday, so it's gonna be fun. Yeah, I'm looking forward to today. It's been raining a little bit, but now the sun is coming out.
I can't see forever, but I know that it's there. Out beyond the farthest buoy, I could see from my beach chair. It was one of a pair that my parents bought us for the first summer after the wedding.
We have made it to the island, and the first thing you do, of course, is to go snorkel. And this is actually a good place too to go snorkel. So let's go down and see what we can find. close. They are very, very protective fish. Gosh, they were protected. It was so cute. So to come out here on this island, you have to pay 1,500 pesos per person. It's quite a lot, and it takes about 2 hours with the boat to get out here. And then you have to pay an entrance fee for the island, which is 500 pesos. And yeah, you also get lunch. They cook you lunch and give you some drinks. So at least that is part of the price. And you're not here for a long time because you arrive around 12 or 11:30, and then you eat around 12, and then you'll leave again around 3. So you have some time to go snorkel. It's really nice snorkeling here. You have time to look at sandbar if the sandbar is visible, and some time to chill. It's not a lot of time because then you have to go back again, which takes 2 hours, but it's a nice day. So on this island you have the famous sandbar. It is still a bit of a high tide, so you don't really, well, you can see that there can be a sandbar, but it's not low tide enough here. So, but yeah, let's check this out. Thank you so much for watching this video. I have taken you to the islands around Cebu you can go to. Of course, there are several more islands you can go to, but this time we went to Siquijor. Did not see a lot there because of my illness. We also went to Bohol and the Bantayan island, and now Malapascua. So yeah, now you've seen a little bit of that. Really hope you liked this video, and we're going next to Palawan and Coron, which is supposed to be like paradise. So don't miss that video, and I'll see you soon. Bye.